Hi! Thank you very much for turning back in. My name is Fonny. In my channel, I talk about my houseplant and my Hoyas. In today's video, it is another episode of Top 10 Favorite of the month, and it is the Top 10 Favorite for September in 2022. I am very happy to show you many of new growth actually in this selection. Some of them are purchased just recently, under 2 weeks ago, from the Hoya cuttings in Sweden. And some of them are imports from Alby Garden. So in this selection, you will see a range of Hoyas that are doing exceptionally well under a very short period of time. So let me know which one of these 10 items are your favorite, and if you have any care tips for any of these Hoya. Would be really nice if you can share this information with us in the comment box down below. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you forget. So now let's take a look at the close-up of all of the top 10 favorite for the month. This one here is the import that I got from Alby Garden. If you can guess what it is a very thin leaf Hoya. It is Decipulae, and the reason why it made up to top 10 for this month is because of this one. I can't believe this plant actually pushed out a continuously growing peduncle. It is because, as I mentioned in the growth update, it is a very difficult Hoya in my experience to acclimate. Even though the plant came in very, very healthy and it was huge, but at the same time, it's just not an easy one for me to keep alive. That's the reason why I find it so out of expectation that the bud actually continue grow. And if you look closer to the shape of the bud, you can see it's very pointy. It is because of the flower shape. It is like a whisk shape. And I'm very excited to show you the Hoya Bloom series if I ever gonna witness this flower. If not, I will be patient and wait. I'll just make sure that this one is going to be healthy and keep growing. And as you can see here, it is a bit bleached, I would say. It is because I kept it in a very high light condition. I'm not thinking to put it somewhere else because I don't really have a lot of space left. But yes, it is really nice, particularly this peduncle. Potentially I'll have 4 flowers. If it busted, that's fine. I just want this to be a healthy one. Then we move on to this one. If you recall, this one I have shown you a couple of times. This one here, I got it from Alby Garden the first time. This one here is Hoya Ignorata. I really, really adore the leaf color. If you can see under the light, it is kind of rusty red type of color. And also the leaf is extremely thin and the stem is very thin as well. This is a old stem that I am just refusing to remove because I don't want to interrupt this only stem left of mine. It came in a super rough shape and I did not ask for a replacement for this because I chose to have a Decipulae replacement. But I just hang on to it, and I really, really hope that I can continue seeing new growth of this one just because of this crazy nice coloration. Leave a comment below if you agree with me. Ignorata leaf color is very autumn relevant. And the reason why it comes to top 10 favorite of this month, apart from this already beautiful leaf that I have shown you, it is because I'm so glad it continued pushing out new leaf. This one was the next new leaf that has pushed out. It is significantly smaller than the previous one, so I wasn't sure if this will continue grow. And after around 2 to 3 weeks, this one has pushed out. I am just very, very happy that I managed to save this one, at least for now. That a leaf that is sized the same as the last leaf actually managed to push out now, almost after 2 months. But it is just a very, very nice leaf shape. I wish I should have it earlier, but obviously I have it now. And what makes it even better is that there is a stem growing now. So I am happy that it is not going on a dormant or choose to die, but in fact it chose to continue grow. And also you can see, apart from this very shiny leaf, you see that from this angle, it also has some splashes, very, very kind of spread out splash, the same as the previous one here. And also this one, the original one. The coloration is absolutely speechless. It looks so unreal. And the stem is still very thin. I'm probably going to propagate it after more leaves have pushed out. This one here, I believe many of you can guess what this is because of the very peculiar leaf shape / peduncle shape. This one here is Hoya Spartioides that I got from Alby Garden. I'm really happy to actually tell you this one made up to top 10 favorite. It is because it is one of the hardest Hoya that I own. It's very difficult to root and it's very slow growing. And the reason why it made to top 10 favorite is because of this one. It has buds that keep growing. And it is very, very small. And it also have that star shape, if you can see. And you see there's some red. It is because it is on that red side is facing the strong light. I'm very happy that this one continue grow, even though the plant itself is not the most life-loving species, I would say. And this one here looks like it's going to keep growing. I'm just going to fingers crossed that's going to happen. But if you take a closer look at the shape of the flower, it is very much like a star shape. It originally has more buds on the tip, but around four of them actually dried up and drop off. But these two keeps growing and I'm very, very happy. And you can see that the shape is very unique. And I look very forward to see the flower open up. Those are really, really beautiful orange color flower, which I don't have that type of flower shape nor the coloration. Let me know in the comment box below if any of you have flowered Spartioides and how long does it take for you to flower Spartioides? What kind of condition are you giving Spartioides? I feel like for Spartioides it is very difficult to acclimate, but once you acclimated it and it has established, it's not that fuzzy of a plant, but it is very, very finicky to make it happy the first goal. And also, apart from that, I have more. There is more buds coming on the another part. And this is what I meant. It has around 5 to start with. And I hope that 5 of these one will continue grow. And then I will have a fuller bud with this star shape flowers. Very, very impressive. Another thing I want to share about Spartioides is something that I'm very curious to know. It's the growth pattern. If you see that there is actually 2 stems here, and you can see that there is 2 stems, and the way that it grows like vertical type of growth pattern, and each new leaf will come on the left or right side, and it grows very, very slow. If you have followed me and you have watched the Camilla second house plant tour for Hoyas, you will know that's how big hers looks like, and it took around 4 years. And I tell you, this part all the way from this here to here, it took around 2 months. So I wouldn't say that it's extremely slow for this specimen, but it's definitely not a quick grower. And with the growth pattern, it will grow like just one direction. You can't really expect to have branch out for Spartioides. I think that's the reason why this is relatively expensive and it's not as easy to obtain, because it takes a long time to actually propagate. But it is very special. Then we move on to another one that is obtained from Alby Garden. This one here is Hoya SP Papua. This one is with the white flower that is more like a bell shape. This one comes to top 10 favorite because of the significant growth through the 2 month. I showed you how little the Spartioides has grown, but this one actually pushed out multiple new vine. This is a new vine that has pushed out, and because of the high light condition, the coloration is quite bronzy. And this is another vine that has pushed out, and this is also another vine that pushed out from that node. The entire vine is new. It is so small and thin in the stem. However, it is a very nice looking plant. Obviously, this one is not about how complex the leaf pattern are, but it is a very special one because I don't think there's a lot being circulated at the moment. The reason why it comes to top 10 favorite, it's, as I mentioned, because of the growth speed. And I did not have too much hope on this one when I received it. I was like, as long as this one don't die, I will count it as a success. And from my experience, I feel like this one, as long as you give it humid environment, well, you can probably tell from the very tiny leaf and also very thin leaf, it needs more humidity. And it also have a bit of sun stress if you give it a bit more light. But it is a very cute little Hoya. Then we move on to this one, Hoya SP Riau. This is not published or identified Hoya yet, but this one I also got it from Alby Garden, and from the name you can know that this is collected in Indonesia, Riau. And if you look into the shape of the leaf, I mentioned in the video that I unboxed this plant, I really like the leaf shape. It is very elongated and extremely pointy. You can feel that sharpness. And also it is very thick on the side. And because of this structure, it is easier plant to acclimate, and as it is also a very fast grower. Under the 2 month time, you can see this is the entire new vine and with a millibug attached. Thank you very much. And then there's also another new vine that pushed out from here. And if you look into the new leaf, it comes out light or more like yellowish green color. And after a while, it will look like this color. All in all, I think this one has a very nice growth pattern because it's very compact, even though the pot is only 6 centimeters in diameter. This plant itself looks quite big. It is because of the leaf pattern and the shape. And it made up to top 10, definitely because of a nice leaf shape and also this really prolific growing pattern. Then we move on to another one that I also got from Alby Garden. This one here has very long and veiny leaf shape. Could you guess the name of this one? This one here is Hoya Sulawesiana. It made up to top 10 favorite is because it finally pushed out new growth. This one is a pair of new leaf that has grown from this set of plant, and it is relatively smaller, and also it is extremely sun stressed, if you can see the coloration. It is because it is right underneath a grow light. Maybe it's not a good idea to have very high light, but again, I don't really have alternative location to place this one. This one is kind of covered by other leaves like this. That's why it doesn't have that kind of reddish color. But this one, if you can see, the coloration is very intense. I think it's fine because it's very thick, and also Sulawesiana always have that kind of sun stress ability. And also, there is finally a new growth point on this cutting. I chopped this one into 3 parts. I sold one, or I traded one with Camilla, and these 2 has pushed out new growth now. And you can see that this is an entirely new vine, just like this one over here. I found this one to be quite thirsty most of the time. Even though there aren't so many leaves, as you can see here, it dried up the quickest out of other Hoyas that I have. I have a little reservoir like this. Already a lot of roots has grown into the reservoir, but I'm very happy to report this one actually rooted and also have 2 growth point in the 2 cuttings that I have chopped up. The remaining 4 are surprisingly the Hoya haul that I just shown you, that I got from Camilla and Emily. Start off with the first one over here. This one is Hoya Piestolepis that is purchased or traded with Camilla. This one, if you have seen the video I showed you, this is a rooted cutting that she has so nicely rooted for me before I got it from her. And because of the great roots that it has, look at these new leaves. Bear in mind, this growth is under 2 weeks. Last time when I showed you the video, that was 2 weeks ago that I have filmed it. And today, these are the new growth. That is absolutely insane. And also, if you look into the root system, look at this juicy fresh root. No, actually, roots. It's a plural. All of them are extremely happy. I am just very happy that Camilla rooted this cutting for me before trading with me, because the one that I received last time unfortunately died. And this one I'm so happy to see how healthy and strong it is growing just under less than 2 weeks time. Amazing. Then we move on to another one from Camilla as well. This one is Hoya Fraser heel. The reason why I made up to top 10, it is also because of prolific growing. I have chopped it, I guess, in 3 parts because it was a very long cutting. And you can see that the leaf is super rounded and very plumped. And look at this vine. Could you imagine this one actually grow in 2 weeks' time? This vine itself existed, however, there is no leaf at the time when I received it 2 weeks ago. And there is already 1, 2, 3 pairs of new leaf. In total, there are 5 plus 1 small one growing now. And also the air roots are very strong as well. And not to mention the roots, you see that? This is not a rooted cutting when I got it from her 2 weeks ago. It is just a stem, which means inside there is already very mature roots grown into it. Very, very prolific. Then we move to another one that is traded with Camilla. This one here is Dischidia SP. It is not published yet or identified, but it has blue flowers, so I'm very excited to see. And the reason it made up to top 10 favorite is because of the crazy speed of growth. If you see the leaf right here, it actually started putting out this leaf in the 2nd or 3rd day. Yeah, you didn't hear it incorrectly. On the 2nd or 3rd day, I already see there is some new leaves coming out. I was not sure because I can't believe that's true, but this leaf grown from the 2nd day. And also, the peduncle is actually activated. There's like one bud over there, and also another one that is trying to push out. So hopefully I will show you some blue flowers if I'm lucky enough. I'm not saying that I will be able to show you, but I'm trying. I'll try my best. And well, this one, I'll just let it grow itself. I'm not going to give too much pressure to it, but really incredible growth speed. Last but not least, this one is the one with the most insane growth speed. This one here is the Hoya that I got from Emily. Hoya Danumensis. It is because of this. Yeah, you're right. This one is a bud that is forming. And this is a cutting that I got in less than 2 weeks. And I saw this one. I was speechless when I saw this one. At the time when I got it, you can have a reference to the video I'm showing you now. It is a bud that is around 2 millimeters wide, but within 2 weeks time, even though this is a cutting without any roots, it quickly developed roots, I believe, and pushed out, continuously growing the bud. And I'm very, very happy to see this because I've never seen flower shape like this before. And with the growth rate, I think it will flower in 2 weeks time. And hopefully I can see it because I'm going to be away for two weeks. So I hope this will not flower too soon, so then it won't be busted before I'm back. But you can already see that the bud is having that kind of, I would say, char siu bun, if you know that. I can show you on the side. That kind of shape, and it is very cute. It looks like definitely a char siu bun. And if you look into the leaf, it also have this kind of splash and super beautiful hidden vein inside. And again, this one is having a lot of flower buds. I think it is around like 8 flower buds just in this tiny peduncle. I did not expect this happening. And I think that the white sap over there was some sap that I kind of hurt the peduncle when I chopped this up, but it didn't really slow down the growth of the buds. It continued growing. And I'm very happy to show you this very quick grower and very quick bloomer. Let's see if there's some roots. Can't really spot some roots on the edge of the pot, but definitely it is growing. Otherwise, these flowers won't be able to grow like this. Incredible. Thank you very much for staying until now. I hope you enjoyed the content, and don't forget to let me know which one is your favorite out of the 10, or more if you have more than one favorite as well. Let me know if you have any question with regard to the care tips. I'll try to answer you, even though I have limited experience for them. And if you like this content and you want to support me, continue making similar content in the future, don't forget to like this video and share this video with your friends. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, don't wait and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out next time. Until next time, I wish everyone is having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!